Hi there, folks. It's Jonathan Denwood here from WP-Tonic. And in this video, I'm going to be comparing Kendence WP with Elementor. They're both two great WordPress page website builders. They're both, in my opinion, the easiest way to build a modern website on WordPress. At WP-Tonic, we've got a ton of experience with both solutions. I'll be back in a few moments, folks. Coming back, folks. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a review of Kendence WP versus Elementor. Now, like I said in the intro, they're both two great solutions. They come from two very different directions. So I'm going to start off with Kendence WP. Now, Kendence, we utilize it a lot at WP-Tonic. We offer it as part of our hosting packages. It's a great solution. It's based on a core WordPress technology that's been building out for the past 4 to 6 years, which is called Gutenberg. It's built into the core of WordPress, and Kendence just builds on top of that and, in my opinion, improves it quite a bit and makes it much more easier to use if you're a DIY or you've only got a little bit of experience with WordPress. But it can still be utilized and appeal to the more professional web designer developer type. So it does struggle. It does help people in a diverse level of knowledge. Um, the beauty of it is they really do offer a lot in a way that is still accessible. And because it's built on Gutenberg technology, it is, if you get a decent hosting partner, is that it's super quick. You can build some very, very fast loading websites. And this is important because it's one of the key factors that Google will judge how effective your website is the speed of loading, especially around mobile. How it loads in mobile devices is very important for Google. And this is one of the strengths of Kendence, built on Gutenberg technology. Now, the interface, to be honest, it's good, but it's not fantastic. But it's not bad either. If you start playing around with it, you'll find it increasingly easy to use. There's a lot of power there, but long as you wrap your mind about how Kendence does things, it will all fall together and you'll find it a breeze to use. It's just, though, I would say it's that first hour, and you just got to look around. The help, they provide a lot of help, a lot of good documentation, and they have some great Facebook groups that you can join for free. If you've got any questions, they're very supportive, blah, blah, blah. In my opinion, it's a great product. Now, Elementor. Elementor is not based on Gutenberg technology. It really built a following, and a very large following, 2 to 3 years before Gutenberg appeared. And it has millions of websites built on it. Now, one of the criticisms of Elementor is, and a lot of this isn't down to them, a lot of this, in a strange way, was down to their success, is that a lot of third-party add-on providers started building add-ons for Elementor, and Elementor And you can do this with Cadence as well. There's a growing community that are building add-ons for Cadence. But Elementor, there's a very wide community of add-ons. And if you keep loading in more and more add-ons, it will slow down Elementor. This problem isn't so quite, based on my experience, such a factor when it comes to Cadence, but it's definitely a factor when it comes to Elementor loading loads of third-party add-ons. Now, it is a bit of a beast Elementor. It's pitched at the same broad audience as Cadence. So if you're a DIY person, somebody starting out building your website, to the professional person, expert, web designer, developer, but I would say that it's even more complicated in some ways than Cadence. Now, there'll be quite a few people that would disagree with me with that statement, but that's my honest opinion. Now, one of the biggest problems that Elementor had was how the speed when it came to mobile devices, it didn't rear its head so much when it came to desktop. And as long as you had a decent hosting provider, it reduced a bit if you had good hosting. But even with good hosting, a problem around mobile would rear its head around speed, about it affecting speed. And that was really because it was a groundbreaker. Like I say, it came out, I can't believe how time flies. It came out about 8, 9 years ago, and it was very revolutionary when it came out, and it really broadened the accessibility of what you could build on WordPress without being a top-notch coder or web designer. You could build something very nice with not having that top knowledge level. But like I say, the problem was mobile. They've they're to some extent they've overcome that by refactoring the code base, by utilizing modern technology that's underneath that you're not aware of, using something like certain new technologies that have enabled them to make it more versatile when it comes to mobile. But compared to Gutenberg, I think that it can't really compare, in my opinion. You're still going to get a faster loading website if you use something like Cadence WP. Now, when it comes to prices, both have different levels that offer libraries of add-ons and more functionality. Now, when it comes to Elementor, they do provide a hosted solution where they provide the hosting, and that does seem attractive. I personally wouldn't utilize that. I would just purchase the plugin because the whole point of WordPress is to give you flexibility, and I think you can get a better deal by going to a third-party hosting provider, in my opinion. But so if you're just buying the plugin, they both offer starter plans that are almost similar in price, and that's around $70 a year. I repeat that, $70 a year. Yes, you got to buy the hosting, but both offer, in my opinion, the bargain of the century because for what you get, both have a library of starter websites that can get you up and going. Both are quite extensive. There's also third-party providers that also offer starter websites as well for both platforms. Hopefully that's giving you intro in both of these great solutions. I personally would go with Kendence WP. I've written an article, you'll find it in the video description, where I go into this and give you all the links and everything in even more detail. You find that, like I say, in the video description. If you found this video useful, think about subscribing to the channel. That really shows YouTube that I'm doing something right. And I make these type of videos, I make about 4 or 5 per week. And if you also hit the bell and subscribe, you will be notified when I make the next video. I'll see you soon, folks. Bye.